Sid's gotta do that.
Ice latte, please.
Icelandic.
Ice latte.
Ice lemonade? And an acai when you get
exactly
done with all
that.
Ice lemonade?
Yeah. No. Shut the
Are you ready for the story?
I'm ready for the story.
Let me sit down. Today's story. What type of story should I tell? Can I talk about a story that's not related to the cafe but related to another cafe? Cafes are very important in my life. Cafes have been something that have been very special to me since I was a child, man. One of my oldest memories of a cafe is actually back in 1986, actually. But anyway, so I go to this cafe and I sit down and the mama-san gives me this menu. It's really kind of like crazy, like over the top, like brassed out, like cafe with shit everywhere.
Bye.
Well, I was sitting in that table number 7, mind my own business, and then walks in this really cute girl and her friend, and her friend looks kind of tough. The girl stands up and she walks over to me and in Japan they study English. She comes up to me and she says, hello. She's like, oh, hi. She's like, oh, my name is Hiromi. I'm like, oh, Hiromi, nice to meet you. And I try my best Japanese. Boku no namae wa Taro desu. Taro. My name is Taro. And she's like, I go through the same spiel. She's like, Taro. What? And she starts asking me how can you be named Taro? It's like, I always got to go through this whole point. My mom's Japanese, my dad's a black man, alright, I'm half Japanese and black. But it was cool though, she was very charming, I don't expect people to be so unignorant when they're living in the countryside. My family's from the countryside, my mother married a black man, she changed the whole entire family from that point on. It's all good. But anyway, we're having a nice conversation, and then she goes back and sits down and everything. She's like, I'm gonna try to get my friend to come over here. I'm like, oh shit. But anyway, but her friend doesn't want to come over. She's like, no. It's like, alright. But she comes back over, we're having a chit chat and everything, and just she's asking me about my family. I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool, she's like, she lives in the area and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, man, I'm the man. Yeah, I come back to my hometown, come to the same cafe, sing the same damn thing. It's just like destiny, Anyway, she's like, we're gonna order. I'm like, okay, yeah, go ahead and order and everything. And I recommend the club sandwich, Anyway, they sit down, and I'm just chilling there and I'm trying to study a little bit, and just kind of writing a little bit because I like to write, and then I see them, they get their food, they're eating their food and everything like that, and then all of a sudden I just she kind of gives me this look and she holds her stomach and then she darts to the bathroom to the left of me, alright, just alright, it's cool, right? It's cool. Maybe she feels sick, in the way I imagine, if someone feels sick, maybe food poisoning or stuff like that, I think I hadn't come to the point in my life where I realized that, that everybody takes a shit, and some people take sloppy ass shits as well, but I didn't realize that until a second later, right? Because the door was closed, right, and it was silent. All of a sudden I hear. And I'm just looking at her friend, and her friend still has that cold look on her face. I'm just I don't know if I should laugh, cry, or say hallelujah, because it's just come on, bro. I'm I just wish that door was soundproof or something like that. I was just oh shit, and I was just and kind of closed my eyes like this, just thinking this is like a fucked up nightmare, and then everything goes silent, everything's silent inside the cafe. Because there's other customers in the cafe, so everybody must have heard that, including the mama-san. The mama-san's still standing in the same place, friends got the same look, and other people are beginning to talk should we help that person? Someone gonna help that girl? But it's silent in there, So maybe she shit out an artery or shit out some organs and stuff like that. But anyway, but it's cool though because she was really friendly. It doesn't matter, man. Everyone takes a shit, right? Right, Joe?
Yeah.
The 30 minutes later, right? The door slowly opens, right? And then walks out the girl, and I kind of turn my head and I look at her, and she kind of looks at me with this embarrassed look and everything, and I try to look at her back and just say baby, it's okay. We're meant to be, eventually I'm gonna walk in the toilet after we're married, and I'm gonna walk in after you took a sloppy shit. It's all good, you know. We can still be together, you know. We can. I projected all that in my eyes like this, Joe, you know. But then like she went to close the toilet door, and then like the draft of the doo-doo air came up and just like hit me in the face, just like, it's like it jumped on my shoulders, like, hey, how you doing? And it just got on my nose, and I just like looked at her, just like, God damn, you know. And I couldn't hide I couldn't hide the pain, you know.
It's like a little Japanese girl.
A little Japanese girl, man. Like she like shit out like a King Kong log, man. Like, you know. But like it wasn't even about the shit, but it was about the smell. You know, I got a strong nose, right?
Right.
I had a strong nose back then. But when she closed the door, the draft just kicked that poop right in my nose, you know. And like, you know, and I always remember, like, don't you know when you smell someone's shit, you're actually like, you know, actually receiving actual particles of their feces from their colon. Just like, the moral to the story of this is that, you know, everyone takes a shit. Everyone's got to take a shit sometimes. Even those childhood memories that bring you back to the future, and like, you know, you have these moments, like, you know, humans are human, you know, and like, you know, and the thing is, I ate the same thing she did, because when I got home, man, like I had the same came out as well. So like, you know, we could have connected on that, you know. We could have connected on that, and we could have been together, but it didn't work out, you know. That's all I gotta say about that story, man.
It's okay, dog. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. You know, in the future, later, I went back to that cafe many times, you know.
Never saw her again.
Never saw her again, man.
Oh,
There was something rank about that toilet that just like lasted years, man. Thank you. But can you do that though, and like, you know, tuck your shit between your legs, like
You're not gonna see anything. It's just gonna be like. It's all
Goodbye, I'll do the soundtrack in the back. Goodbye, horses. I'm lying over you. Goodbye. And then like, here you go, Joe.